So hi. I promise the camera won't be moving like this for the rest of the video. If you couldn't tell right now, well, you probably can't tell, but it's snowing. So I've taken brief shelter from the snow. This is great. I wish I could show it to you in person, but needless to say, I'm talking to you through a camera lens. So I've been wanting to, what is this doing? Okay, well, and I broke it. Nice. It's kind of hard to know where to start, but I want to make a video about perfectionism because it's something I've been struggling with a lot lately. Some of the more astute of you might have noticed it's been a while since I've made a video. In fact, I've made a lot of videos. I've made about 5 videos. And I have not been able to post a single one of them. Not because they're terrible or the footage got corrupted or something like that. It's because I can't bring myself to post them. It's kind of a strange thing to talk about because I've never really had issues with perfectionism before. I can talk about this pretty calmly right now, but I can't express how frustrating it's been, and I have not always been this calm about dealing with it, especially on the days that I record and film video. Figured we'd get a little change of scenery. Since I've been dealing with this for several months now, I've had plenty of time to think about it and analyze it, and the thing I keep coming back to is that it all stems from my insecurity. Who would have thought the guy who wrote a song for the insecure has insecurities? What? But I do. And it's not just insecurities like I'm not good enough, although it's partially that. It's also a lot of me wanting to make each video better than the last. And if I'm completely honest, it's also a lot of jealousy. This is going to be kind of a hard thing to talk about because I don't like talking about my feelings of jealousy. Who does? But it's also important that I acknowledge them. So yeah, one of the things I've known for, well, most of my adult life is that social media is not particularly good for me. And I think we all kind of know this, but it's one thing to kind of know it, and it's another thing to actually practice getting off of social media. And the more time I take away from social media, the better I feel. One of the problems with social media is that it's so numbers-based, and it's very easy to attribute value to those numbers, and that's a con. It's not real, but it exacerbates my feelings of jealousy. So I typically try to surround myself with a lot of very creative people who I've loud plane, hold for plane. So I try and surround myself with a lot of creative people, and people whose art I appreciate, whether that's, you know, music or acting or cosplay or visual art or whatever. I get a lot of inspiration from that, and I freaking love these people. That said, when I'm in a numbers-based environment, it's very easy for me to get jealous by it. And it sounds so silly to talk about, you know, to say out loud, like, oh my God, I'm jealous that this person has this many followers or this much that or whatever. It's fucking bullshit. It's totally bullshit. I know it is. I know it is. But here, it still gets it here, you know? Because at the end of the day, I want the best for my friends. I want them to succeed. I want them to blow up. I want them to change the freaking world. Because that's, yes. But at the same time, it's hard to watch people, I don't know what the word is. This is, all right, again, there's a needle to thread here, and we're gonna be talking about my ego, so it's going to come across as very egotistical. So just be prepared for that. But as I watch my friends grow, it's not that I want them to stop growing. It's that I want to feel like I'm growing at a proportional rate and that we're all growing at the same pace. And if I don't feel that way, it plays into my insecurities that, oh my God, I'm not good enough. And that is why I get so jealous. God, I hate talking about this, but it's good. It's important. It's good. Because maybe you feel this way. Maybe this is something you've experienced. Maybe this is something you also want to talk about. The other problem with Instagram and social media and all of that is that it makes me feel like my art is some sort of a product, which it kind of is, but it's also not. You know, in an ideal world, it's an ongoing artistic conversation with myself that hopefully inspires other people. The problem is art is meant to be shared so that it can hopefully inspire you guys or help change the world in some minute fashion and make people's lives better. And so it needs to be shared. And I can't just, I mean, I can, but I don't want to just do it for myself, you know? And so I'm kind of caught between this place of, yeah, I want to share what I'm making, but I only want to share it if it's better than the last thing I made, you know, and I'll ditch videos for stupid reasons like, oh, my hair didn't look good, or the lighting was just slightly off, or my voice cracked just a little bit, or slightly off tune, or whatever, some reason to prevent myself from putting stuff out there. I've made several videos now about me talking about this very issue that I didn't want to post. It is frustrating, and it's something I'm still dealing with, but I hope by making this video, I'm able to kind of break that cycle. And I want to know if this is something that you also struggle with, because it's very easy to feel alone in that, and very, I'm the only insecure person in the world kind of feeling, you know, and that's not true. I don't know if you've dealt with this, or maybe you haven't dealt with this, or if you have dealt with this, how you dealt with it. Is there any strategies or things that you do to make it easier? Yeah, because it's not easy, but it could be worse. If I'm honest, you know, I live a good life. I've had a really good time back in Washington. It's been snowing. Spent a lot of time with my family, with my girlfriend. I'm happy, but there's one area that I'm seeking to improve, and I want all of your guidance and support if you can give it. And yeah, I love you all, team. I know I've kind of said it before, but it kind of blows my mind that there are dozens of individuals on the internet who care enough to watch me talk about things or play music or whatever. It's made my year a really unique and amazing year. So thank you all for your continued love and support. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Hope you had happy holidays, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful new year. You freaking deserve it. I'll see you, team.